this is HQ. Please report on the status of units to be deployed to the new Void vessel. Target code VV072.
This is Inez of Hound. All personnel are currently deployed on other operations. Be advised that only one unit is available. Please confirm whether Descendant support has been greenlit. Operation cannot proceed without Descendant reinforcements. Over.
That is currently under discussion. The operation must proceed regardless, so please be ready on your end as soon as possible, Hound. Sorry to keep you waiting, Descendant. The situation is critical. Let me explain why you've been called in. An unidentified Void vessel has been discovered in the Void Abyss. We have contacted Hound, the unit responsible for dealing with Void vessels, but it seems they are short-handed. Apologies, you might not have heard of Void vessels. Descendant, do you remember the wreckage of large ships floating in the Void Intercept battle location? Void vessels is the name we have given to these wrecked ships and massive amounts of debris drifting in the Void. Hound is a unit dedicated to searching Void vessels. When a new Void vessel appears, they are the first to move in, scouting for threats, securing the space, and exploring it. However, due to the physical demands of surviving in the Void, they only have a few members. They have descendants in their ranks, but they are extremely few and far between, leaving the unit constantly short-handed. So it's not uncommon for them to request descendant support, but now is not a good time. As you may have noticed, the reason I called you here is to deploy you on this operation. Someone with experience and understanding of void space, as well as the capabilities to deal with any eventuality. Well, you are the only one who fits the bill right now. We need to explore this Void vessel. It was found in the Abyss, which we have not been able to survey until now. Go and see Inez and Keelan, the Hound descendants. They will assist you. I'm counting on you, Descendant.
It's the Descendant! Look, Keelan! I was right, wasn't I? I told you HQ would send reinforcements. Looks like I won that bet. Oh, this is great! Drinks for me all night at the Brown Beard.
I don't mind you drinking all night, but just stop talking. You talk too much.
No, I'm gonna talk as much as I want all night long. Oh, right. I'm Inez Rhea, a descendant with Hound. Nice to meet you. This is the first time I've worked with another descendant. I was assigned to Hound as soon as I finished my descendant training. My unit is only sent on missions to Void vessels, so we rarely run into other descendants who might be heading to intercept battle locations. Hey, Keelan, haven't you two met before? You were in the Descendant Corps before coming here.
Don't know. Don't really care about other people.
You know, every time you behave like this, I have to just take a deep breath. If I didn't, I might hit you on the head. For goodness sake, why can't you just get on with people? You get along fine with Jeremy. What's your problem?
None of your business. I'm dealing with it.
Sure you are.
Anyway, how long are you gonna leave the Descendant just standing there, Inez?
I was just about to explain. So, Descendant, we'll keep you fully briefed about the mission, but you'll find a Void vessel very different from the Void Intercept battle locations you're used to. We don't know what traps or hazards it might have, so you'll need to be more careful than usual. It won't be easy, but I heard that you're quite the star in the Descendant Corps. I'm sure you'll do just fine on Hound missions too. It's a shame I can't come exploring with you. I could be a huge help. But I've only been back from the Void for a few days, so I can't go with you. You know, too much exposure to void energy being dangerous and all that. I'll do what I can from here to help you with whatever you need. All right, Descendant? Let's do this. Keelan, you could say something encouraging too.
Good luck on the mission. Let's try not to get in each other's way.
He's got a bit of an attitude problem, but he's also got a heart of gold. So please don't be offended. Sincerely, Inez.
I don't understand, Alpha. Why have I been excluded from this operation? I'm the only Descendant who has any experience with the Void Abyss. Aren't I the logical choice for this?
No. As your commander, I will not allow it. Alpha! You're right. No other Descendant knows the Void Abyss better than you. But can you really tell me that's the only reason you want this mission? You and I both know that it's not. Besides, you lead a team now. Are you going to simply abandon them?
All right.
You're here because you're worried about me. Well, there's no need. When it comes to the Void Abyss, my emotions tend to get the better of me. HQ made the right call to leave this operation to Hound, and they were also right to choose you to support this operation. Personal feelings need to be left out of the equation if we want to achieve our overall goal. All the right decisions have been made, and it's for the best. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel apprehensive. As someone who's been to the Void Abyss before, I have to warn you. Never, ever let your guard down. Not even for a moment. You must stay as calm as possible, even if you're under immense pressure. Keelan's experience and understanding of Void vessels doesn't count for much. There are no guarantees in the Abyss. You'll be put under a tremendous amount of external force while you're conveyed to the operations site. If you lose consciousness at any point, you'll fall into the Void and drift there. So stay focused and channel your RK as much as you can. That's the only way we'll be able to locate you if something happens. Remember what I've said, and come back safely.
Descendant, I have something to tell you. Please come and see me. You are here, Descendant. I have something to tell you concerning the Void Abyss. The Void Abyss is a place that is unknown even to me. I cannot find anything about it in my systems. I have searched the records of Albion headquarters for solid information, but unfortunately there are very few documents about the Void Abyss. One thing I have discovered is that void energy is very strong in the Abyss, and there are elements there that do not exist in Ingress. Void energy has a negative effect on the RK of Descendants. You and I are linked by RK, which means our link could be broken. For now, I can only hope that our link will remain intact. But there are no guarantees. I will look into a way to stay linked to both you and Keelan for as long as possible. Please acquire as much data as you can from the Void Abyss and VV-072. When you return to Albion, I will analyze the data and plan our next course of action.
There you are, Descendant. I've been informed that you're to be deployed on a reconnaissance mission to the newly discovered Void vessel, VV-072. Void space is full of uncertainty and danger. The remote abyss will contain greater threats and be even more unpredictable as well. Which is why you need to be more cautious. The most important thing is not to lose consciousness while traveling into the Void Abyss. Traveling into the Void Abyss involves crossing dimensions, and will subject you to immense gravitational pull, close to 10 times the gravity of Ingress. Traveling to a Void intercept battle location is a walk in the park compared to this. As Ajax likely told you, if you lose consciousness, you could end up drifting in the Void. Even a slight lapse of concentration could knock you off course. Even getting to the operation site itself could prove to be a challenge. But I believe in you, Descendant. I'll activate the Void radar once you're ready.
You heard Seneca, yeah? You better get your act together, unless you want to be MIA in a Void.
Biosignals are unstable.
Keelan, are you all right?
What's about the Descendant?
Still in void space. Stay where you are until the rendezvous.
I can handle it myself. Let's get this operation going.
Keelan, I need a status report.
I'm searching the interior. This is...
What's happening?
gunfire.
Keelan, the signal is on the move.
I know. Focus, scum. Engaging!
We've lost the Vulgus signals. Keelan has made contact with the target.
HQ, there's been a mistake. It's just an ordinary dog.
The signal is still responsive. It might have something to do with the ship.
No way.
Keelan's archaeometrics are stabilizing.
This dog, he's not as ordinary as he looks.
Something is jamming our signals. Communications are
Keelan, abort! Get out of there now!
HQ, check our comms. HQ! This facility is...
Get on with it! You pathetic vermin!
Damn it!
Find him and kill him.
You can't touch me. Feel the pain.
Hello? Can you hear me? Anybody? Damn it. It's always broke when I need it most. I've been outside the anti-void shield too long. I need to stay sharp. Come on. Remember Master Corell's speech. I serve Master Corell. I am the Pathfinder, and I will bring glory to Cliff Offering. The void energy. Come break me. I need to get back to the anti-void shield. Master Corell watches over me. See you later. Feel the pain. Take this. See you later.
Activating toxic veil. He's gone.
I have an order for the lesser commanders. The implementation of the dread armor and the anti-void shield are goals in nation. The operation duration has been extended by 13 times, and losses reduced by 87.32%. These results satisfy lesser beings, not your own class. All that remains is collection of the data scattered throughout the ship. According to Avon, the encrypted location of the sealed iron heart left by the moderate ancestors can be found here. Do you understand? The glorious moment for Master Corell and Kripoff finally approaches. It has been a century since Master Corell embarked on this task. Sacrifice your lives so that we may acquire all that we need. You are dismissed.
Die. He's gone. Your death. Feel the pain. Die.
Exploration progress report communication number 32. Suspected location of a bio-experimental lab identified. Large structure found. Host systems missing. Taken transmission. Confirmed connection to iron. General Aimers orders. Auto-module experiment complete. Area defense and surveillance online. Exploration report complete. Commander! It's the Descendants!
Are you high on void energy? That's not possible.
Enemy firepower is too strong! It's the Descendants! Sir!
Damn it.
I am waiting to...
A handgun. What is this decoration? Never such a small handgun that is like a Legion battle suit. Down the Descendants. Everyone to your battle stations.
Be careful, there are 4 of them!
4 or 10 makes no difference. Put them all in body bags. I will lead the way. Surround them so they can't escape.
Us, sir!
Of course you idiots! If those Albion scum get away, I will rip you apart myself.
Yes, sir! Right away, sir!
Descendant, I've analyzed the data you've uploaded to your receive channel. There are some anomalies. I was wondering if you had a moment to discuss them. There you are. You've done a great job collecting the data. I've processed and analyzed the information you uploaded. Let me break it down for you. Firstly, we only discovered VV-072 recently, but the Vulgus records go back way before we discovered it. That means the Vulgus didn't discover VV-072 around the same time as we did. They'd already been there for a long time. Luckily, the data you collected was quite detailed, giving us some clues as to why the Vulgus went to VV-072 and what they've been looking for there all this time. For starters, the information the Vulgus are after is probably related to the Ironhearts, and it's most likely the information on where the Ironhearts are hidden.
How can you be sure?
Look! This is geographical data on Ingress. It accounts for a significant portion of all the data we have. and some of it is locked with quantum encryption. The Vulgus surveyed the entire topography of Ingress 100 years ago. For them to go all the way to the Void Abyss to look for topographical information means...
It probably has something to do with the Ironhearts.
Considering how accurately Corell was able to locate the Ironheart, he must have found the information here.
If only we'd been faster. We could have turned the tables on them. Wait. Inez. What's this?
Oh, I was just about to get to that. This data is very old. It's about an engagement the Vulgus fought against an enemy on VV-072.
Hang on. Isn't this referring to Aisha's squad?
Yes, that's what I thought too. The way they described how they looked, the technology they used, their firearms, and especially the mention of the rose of Aisha, Aisha's weapon. Everything fits, down to the bullet specs.
That means Aisha's squad survived the Void Storm and made it to VV-072.
It seems that way, but there's no record of what happened to them. If the Vulgus had killed them, it would be in these records. But there's nothing further after an entry saying they lost the targets. It's complicated. Anyway, Descendant, I'll go over this with HQ and get back to you.
Descendant, I need to speak with you in private. Can you spare a minute?
I overheard your conversation with Inez and Keelan. As they guessed, the enemy that the Vulgus engaged was definitely Aisha. I had my doubts when I started reviewing the records, but when it got to the part about a red handgun and a rose engraved on it, I was convinced. A handgun engraved with a red rose was Aisha's most cherished weapon. As you know, not many Descendants use handguns as their primary weapon, and no Descendant would insist on using a handgun unless it was an RK-unique weapon. For me, that confirmed the enemy that the Vulgus engaged, mentioned in those records, was Aisha. I've been obsessed with finding Aisha, waiting for the right time to go and search for her. Now that the opportunity is finally here, I've been excluded from the operation. I don't resent Alpha's decision. He's made a wise choice. But I need to ask you to do something. It's now or never. Will you look for signs of Aisha during this operation? It doesn't matter how small they are. I want to see them with my own eyes. I desperately need this.
This is Descendant Eckert. Are you busy? I've been refining the Void Vessel record tracking algorithm at HQ's request. I'll need to talk you through it. Could you spare some time? You're here. This is the device with the improved algorithm. I've added a couple of features to the Void radar configuration. Firstly, I've altered the data collection device so it detects certain wavelengths within the coordinates. I've also added a feature to amplify and track RK traces once detected, even the faintest amount. Even if the level of RK emissions drops below the threshold, it shouldn't be a problem, as long as it has been detected. The device will accurately amplify the traces and recalculate their location. It gave me some headaches along the way, but it all turned out okay. Take it to Seneca, and that's it. It'll start functioning once he's installed it. What I found most interesting during the development of the algorithm was in order to reduce the interference from void energy, I had to incorporate the principle of modulation of the gamma value of the reflected wavelength. Descendant? Descendant, are you listening?
Hello, Descendant. I've been waiting for you. That must be the algorithm Eckert modified. I'll apply it right now. When the algorithm activates, you'll be able to detect data that was previously obscured by the high levels of void energy. It'll provide an opportunity to retrieve data that would otherwise be missed due to the wavelengths. The first data to collect is the RK wavelengths, remaining on VV-072. These are the records left behind by any Descendants. This is a chance for us to see events that took place, people we've lost, and any truths that may have been obscured. Descendant, I hope you return safely after completing the operation.
Launching Void Vessel Exploration Operation.
Die. Feel the pain. Feel your death. Be gone. See you later. It's this. Melt away. See you later. Gone. Watch your feet. I'll dissolve you all. To your death.
Everybody is feeling better on later such as that. This giant facility must have something more than just this earth serum.
I can tell that this place is used just from the echo. Even the hallway goes on forever. Why does a facility like this exist in the void abyss? Is this a vulgar ship?
Let's see if there's anything we can use for repairs first. I've checked our comms equipment, but it's completely shot.
Damn it!
Where are we going to go with this technology? Is there really no way to contact Albion?
Let's not rush to conclusions. What's most important right now is to focus and trust our instincts. I will never give up on you, so don't give up on me now either.
Cap's right. Let's go. Now that we're healed, there's nothing to be afraid of.
And now that we have that serum, we can cure ourselves in no time. Right. Everyone up on your feet. Let's get moving and look for anything useful.
Aisha, look at that. James's wound is healing already.
The extremely high concentration must be why we can see him regenerating. James, tell me if you feel any discomfort.
I've been a little nauseous and surge. Monsters are living by themselves. Hey, it's everybody. Marie, give me a dose of that Rosim too. Maybe my arm is starting to become unbearable.
All right, Edwin. I can also feel your broken ribs stabbing into your lungs. I'm gonna give you an even smaller dose than James. Here, let me see your shoulder.
Oh. No, I'm glad the captain is alright. At least our captain is unbreakable.
Eddie, that's not funny. Do you know how worried I am?
I just want to help you relax, Captain. Like you, we'll never know what to do with ourselves.
That's right. And what's important is that you have one less wounded. You can relax, Captain.
Fix this. Feel the pain. To your death. Be gone.
James, what's the matter? Snap out of it. Hey!
Hold on! Everybody stand back! James is changing.
Damn it! James!
No. Could it be because of the serum? Then Edwin and I could...
Marie! Don't jump to conclusions. Nothing's happened yet. We were exposed to large amounts of void energy on our way here. What's happening to James could be because of void energy. Calm down and get moving.
I should have said you shoot up with James. That's why I was helping.
Eddie, we have to survive in order to save James. Don't sit back. Just run.
Gone. How about that? Die. Activating See you later.
This is Aisha. It's been 7 days since I set out on my own. As to the whereabouts of the others, I don't know. I only hear occasional screams. I've encountered the Vulcans. There was a firefight, but I had to retreat because I was outnumbered. While retreating, the floor collapsed, and I fell to where I am now. I don't know if I can escape. If only Ajax was here. Ajax would find a safe way back. I should have sent their comm signal. Sorry for putting you in danger. I know Ajax is probably blaming himself. I can't let my emotions get the better of me. Right now, saving the ship will allow me the highest chance of survival. James's arm pierced the hull of the ship. I could try to escape through the hole. Screaming seems to have stopped. I better get moving. Wait. Where's my handgun? Did I drop it? No. Ajax engraved a rose on it for my birthday. Damn it.
Feel the pain. Watch your feet. You're dead. I'll dissolve you all.
Great job, Descendant. We're analyzing the records you uploaded to your receive channel. The results should be available soon, so you'll be able to head out right away. Right on time. We've just completed analysis. The results aren't bad, but they aren't great either. Starting with the results of the detailed analysis, It's been confirmed that all of these records were modified with a specific decryption system developed by Albion headquarters, all with different IDs too. Which means, as we suspected, Aisha's squad did make it to VV-072.
The problem is the next part. We've analyzed the records we believe to have been left by Aisha's squad. I just can't make sense of them.
It's like Keelan said. The more I examine the records, the creepier it gets, the harder it is to understand. It's like a diary of someone suffering from nightmares. It's that erratic. I'm going to request that Data Intelligence do secondary analysis on it. A more detailed analysis might reveal repetitions, or anything that could help us understand what happened. This doesn't seem to be just about Aisha, but about her entire squad. So I hope we can find some clues.
We'll take care of this. You get to HQ and brief them. Before you do, you can upload this data to Ajax's Receive channel. I bet he's been waiting for it.
Whoa, Keelan, you finally learned some social skills. I'm lost for words. You're going to respond to my messages right away from now on, right?
I've always answered you immediately. With silence.
I tried to hide that I've been waiting for this, but I guess I failed. Thank you for looking out for me.
I didn't do it for your gratitude. And I'd appreciate if next time you don't bring your personal issues into an operation.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You were doing so well. Just say something nice.
Descendant, I apologize for rushing you here like this. While conducting the secondary analysis requested by Hound, I discovered something new. The Vulgus weren't just after information about the Ironhearts, they were also looking for something else entirely. It was what you and Keelan discovered during your first foray, the unidentified life form. The Vulgus were looking for research data on that life form, as well as anything else related to the Ironhearts. Data that could reveal the location of the Ironhearts should be reason enough to go to VV-072. But for them to also look for data on that life form means it must represent a great strategic benefit to them. The Ironhearts and the R&D on an unidentified life form. The link between them is the Ancestors. Now that we know for certain that VV-072 is not a Vulgus ship, the only other beings capable of building a vessel of that size were the Ancestors. The problem is that we have been unable to figure out why the Ancestors left Ingress after quantum encrypting geographical data on Ingress, and why they researched the creation of the unidentified life form on that vessel. It feels like I'm sinking deeper into the Void Abyss myself the more I investigate this. I wish I could find a clear answer. For now, Command will work with the Magisters to hypothesize the most likely explanation. I'll get back to you when we have something meaningful to report.
Descendant, I believe I have a way to unravel this mystery. Like HQ, I also believe that VV-072 is an Ancestor ship. Most of the technology present on VV-072 is a match for that of the Ancestors. Many of the technological marvels created by the Ancestors are based on the same algorithm as I am. Therefore, it should be possible to use my code to access the ship's internal operating systems. And I know Eckert has developed an algorithm that minimizes interference from void energy. This is a new form of analytical code that merges Eckert's algorithm with my decryption code. Uploading this code to the ship's systems should enable you to find the data hidden by the Ancestors. The Ancestors' data is likely to be quantum encrypted, and it will take some time to decrypt it. But if you are patient, you will acquire a vast amount of data. If I had any records relating to the ship, I could have hastened the process. But for some reason, there is no information on the Void Abyss, Void Vessels, or VV-072 in my records. I am perplexed by this. But it is not too late if we hurry. We can still stop the Vulgus and overcome the increasing information gap.
Launching void vessel exploration operation.
See you See you later. He's gone. Feel the pain. Take this.
Descendant, VV-072, was a scientific research vessel constructed by the ancestors. The ship was named the Bastion of Eternity. I do not know how this ship ended up adrift in the Void Abyss, but we can only assume that the ancestors possessed interstellar navigation technology. There was something else that required urgent analysis. The core objective of the ancestors' research on the Bastion of Eternity. This was presumably a way to create the Colossi. The fellow you and Keelan found was not the end goal of the ancestors. The fellow is merely a byproduct of their work on the technology to construct the Colossi. According to the research data you have secured, the ancestors were developing a technology that uses RK as a raw material to separate mind from body, then implants that RK in a mechanical body of considerable power. If, for some reason, all ancestors were transformed into Colossi because of this research, it explains why there are no signs of the ancestors on the Bastion of Eternity now. This research could also be the reason why you could not find any traces of Aisha's squad. The technology to construct Colossi. What could be more tempting to the Vulgus? That must be why the Vulgus continue to search for this. The key technology needed to construct the Colossi, and the records of that research. I have yet to discover any evidence that the ancestors' research was successful, so this is only a theory. I hope that it does not turn out to be correct. Descendant, please report these discoveries to HQ. They require HQ's careful consideration.
I have examined the conversation with the guide that you uploaded to the command console. So the ancestors researched the construction of the Colossi, and the Vulgus are looking for that research data. I find this difficult to accept, but we have data that supports the guide's hypothesis. Inez extracted this voice file after filtering out the interference caused by void energy.
Ajax! Ajax!
We analyzed the wavelength of the voice and found that it matched the sounds emitted by the Colossi. There has never been a single reported case of a Colossus speaking a human language. We are even more confused now that we have heard the guide's hypothesis, but HQ will not automatically assume Aisha's squad is deceased. Instead, we're increasing our efforts to find a way to rescue them. It's entirely possible that they left the Bastion of Eternity and are still alive elsewhere. For now, the report and data will be placed on the agenda for an emergency meeting at HQ. I will contact you when the meeting is concluded. Thank you for your efforts with this difficult operation, Descendant.
Do you have a minute?
I've read and reread the records from the Bastion of Eternity. I must have gone over them dozens of times. But what I read was so unbelievable. What the hell happened to them? I wondered if my prolonged exposure to the energy of the Void Abyss was causing me to hallucinate. That's the only answer I could come up with. I've had experiences in the Void Abyss so vivid that I couldn't tell what was real and what wasn't. But we have no conclusive evidence that Aisha and her squad are dead. As Nell said, it's possible they're still alive, somewhere. And even if something happened to her squad, I believe Aisha is still alive at least. No additional evidence has been found. There is no record of mutation. And I'll never give up on rescuing her. I'll find her, no matter the cost. I know it took a lot of hard work and dedication on your part to acquire this information. Thank you for that, and also for what it means to me, personally. I may not be able to leave right away, but once we've found all of the Iron Hearts, I'll go to the Void Abyss. I will never give up hope. But until the right time presents itself, I'll focus on finding the Iron Hearts. Thank you, Descendant. I won't forget this.
Descendant, well done. Since the operation is finished, can we talk for a second? Great, you're here. I just wanted to let you know that you did good. When we began this operation, I thought we probably needed to maybe be a little more careful than normal. But as things progressed, I realized we were actually in for a real challenge. Without your help, we would have never got through this. Thank you, Descendant. I really wish I could have been there. It's a real shame. Anyway, Descendant, would you like to join our unit? We could really use someone as capable as you. I'll treat you really, really well. Just think about it, okay?
If I were you, I'd think about the offer.
Keelan, it's times like these that we need to recruit a competent Descendant. We're already short-staffed. We won't have another opportunity like this for a long time.
She's been like this ever since she completed her Hound training. She tries to recruit anyone who looks promising to make up for our lack of troops.
Who was it that came up to you when you were brooding in a corner? Everyone I've recruited is doing just fine, right?
Yeah, that's why I said I like them. They don't get in the way, and they can hold their own.
Then shouldn't you put more effort into trying to recruit them?
I'll think about it.
Ugh, always with the attitude. Anyway, good job, Descendant.
Yeah, good work. See you later.